Hi guys, welcome to AdamMcKola TV. I'm Adam and Manchester United's winning streak is over. We have dropped points at last in the Premier League. I say at last. Obviously, we didn't want that to happen. And Jose Mourinho wanted to see how United would react going behind in a game. We reacted well. We got our noses in front, but defensive errors have ultimately cost Manchester United 3 points here at the Bet365. And whilst when you look back at the 90 minutes, you can probably say that's a fair result. Stoke would have felt hard done by to come out of that game without a point. They definitely didn't deserve to win the game. But when you look at that, you think United have dropped 2 points there. We were 2-1 up with 30 minutes to go. You expect the Manchester United side to see that out, and we didn't. And a Phil Jones error cost us. Eric Bailly had a sloppy part in the first goal for Stoke City as well. But United got their noses back into the game with Marcus Rashford with a goal that he didn't really see coming. It hit. Paul Pogba headed it. It looked like it was going in, although it was going towards Jack Butland, and it deflected off Marcus Rashford into the goal. United straight back into the game, just what we wanted to see. But then, after that, we then had the case of Manchester United dropping points and letting Stoke City back into the game. We let them back into the game. Their goal from Choupo-Moting, or whatever his name is, I don't know his name. He scored 2 goals today. How did we let him score 2 goals? I just don't get it. It is definitely 2 points lost for me. Manraj Bahia in the comments says, is it 1.1 or 2 points lost? For me, it's 2 points lost. We were 2-1 up in the game. It has to be 2 points lost. It's frustrating. It's really frustrating because we've started the season so well. And there are positives to take out of this result. Having gone behind, we didn't crumble. We got straight back into the game. We took the lead. But then it's that defensive error. Phil Jones wasn't strong enough. Lost his footing, lost his balance, whatever you want to call it. He's on his arse and he's scoring. He's got an easy header at the back. And it was after a great David De Gea save. It was a fantastic David De Gea save. One of the best David De Gea saves I've ever been in seen. And he's made massive saves for Manchester United. And he flicked it over the bar from a shot from close range. Fantastic save. And for them to score straight after that was really frustrating. But they did. United drew 2-2 against Stoke. Is it 2 points dropped or is it 1 point gained? What do you guys think? Khalid says it Jones, he's shit. I don't think it's fair to say Jones is shit off the back of that. It was a bad defensive display by Manchester United today. But Jones has been good for Manchester United so far this season. It's frustrating that we've had that performance from him. He's been so good for Manchester United so far. Eric Bailly is now out of the side. He's not going to play against Basel. So somebody else will be able to come in and, of course, take his position and maybe keep him out of the side. I did think he was playing well up until their first goal. He was coming out of the back four well with the ball at his feet. He was intercepting things. But then he was sloppy for the marking. Mami Birim Diouf got across. He was found too easily. Maybe Darmian should have done better there as well. And the ball come across just wasn't good enough. I gave Bailly 7 because I thought he did more than the rest of the back four. But I thought it was a pretty poor performance from the back four, I have to say. David De Gea with an 8. Away from Stoke, draw, that's decent, says Henry. Given some of the results that we have had over the last couple of years, you could say that. Guys, hit that like button right now. We've got over 100 people in at the moment. And of course, that number will continue to rise. We've hit 40,304 subscribers. Get hitting that subscribe button if you're not subscribed to AdamMcKola TV. Get your player ratings in. As you can see, my player ratings are right there. David De Gea didn't have, look, the goals. Jones let him down with that defending. Eric Bailly let him down with that defending. But apart from that, he didn't have much else to do. And the one save he did make was absolutely world class. So he gets an 8 rating, the best rating in the team. Bailly got a 7 rating because I thought, besides from the goal, he was actually decent for Manchester United. But overall, the defence was poor today. Valencia's probably a little bit harsh there. Maybe he could have had a 7, same as Bailly, but that was just because of him getting forward. I thought he got forward well, but even then some of his crosses weren't great. Darmian had a great part to play in our goal, in our second goal for Romelu Lukaku when he got the ball, pickpocketed the man, come forward, found Mkhitaryan slotted it through, and he also had some great covering challenges as well in the second half. But his part in the first goal was very poor, and of course Darmian as well. The whole defence was poor today, but I did give Bayer extra rating. The midfield, I feel like we lost the battle. That's why I've given 6.5, 6.5 and a 7. I felt like we lost the battle against Stoke. And whilst I don't think Pogba was particularly poor, and I don't think Herrera was particularly poor, and I don't think Matic was particularly poor, I gave him a 7 because I thought he made some good covering challenges. I don't think they were completely poor, but I don't think they played great today. And I think they lost that battle against Stoke, against Darren Fletcher, against Joe Allen, and against Peters. I felt like we lost that battle. That's why I've given them such low ratings. In terms of Marcus Rashford, he obviously got the goal, but I thought he was bright in his spells as well. Lukaku got a goal. You have to give him a 7.5 rating alone for that. But, of course, I felt like his overall performance, that chance that he had, he should have buried. He didn't bury. Poor. Mickey, he won't get the assist, but he did create another goal. Martial, when he come on, he was looking bright. He created that chance for Romelu Lukaku that Romelu Lukaku should have tucked away. And he absolutely roasted, I think it was Mami Biram Diouf, down that left-hand flank with a great bit of skill. Couple of flicks and tricks to beat him and leave him on his arse. Martial was probably the best of the substitutes, but Mata wasn't bad and Lingard wasn't bad either, but they didn't do great. So the ratings aren't great for the Manchester United players today, apart from David De Gea, Matic and the frontman Rashford and Lukaku, who scored. But really, really disappointed that we have now dropped points. We have now dropped points, Manchester United, in the Premier League. We are still top of the table, if those things count, after 4 games. Do they really? I'm not too sure. But we are now 4 games in, 10 points on the board, 12 goals scored, 2 goals conceded. We obviously conceded both those goals today. Finally conceded, and it was a shoddy defensive performance. It wasn't like it was 2 amazing goals. Yes, their first goal was well worked in terms of the ball going across to Mami Biram Diouf, the cross into the striker, and of course the finish. But you look at Eric Bailly's part in that goal, it wasn't great. You look at Darmian's part in that goal, it wasn't great. And then you look at those 2 positions. If they did better, that goal doesn't happen. Now, yes, it's well worked, but I think we could have done better there. So that was really frustrating. But yeah, man, we did battle back. We did get, positives. There are positives to take. What do you guys think? John says Herrera's passing was awful. So many wasted chances. Where was Fellaini? Says I am king. Very, very poor defensively. Says Manraj. We conceded so quickly. It felt like after going 2-1 up. Says Jail. Sammy says, where was Fellaini? Another one asking where the big Belgian was. Fellaini was missed, says Anand. Another one. Loads of comments about Fellaini. Adam, did I see Lindelof's face? I didn't even see Lindelof today, to be totally honest. Overall performance was poor, says Anand. Asil Ahmed says, Darmian is rubbish. International break sucks, says Nishan. I don't think that can be used as a complaint. Yes, it probably did interrupt our rhythm, but this was a difficult game today, regardless. Going up against the Stoke City side. Look, they've beaten Arsenal. They were full of confidence today, and they did cause us problems at time. But I felt like their 2 goals come from sloppy defensive performances by Manchester United, and we have to look at that. We have to do better there. But there were positives to take. I thought Rashford was bright today. Romelu Lukaku got another goal for Manchester United. Anthony Martial looked bright when he come off the bench. David De Gea with another world-class save. So there were positives to take. And we didn't crumble. We didn't lose the game. So that's a positive. We've had worse performances at Stoke over the years. But I think saying that is a scraping the barrel a little bit, because at 2-1 up, you expect Manchester United to see the game out and win. Top of the league, and we're having a laugh, says Howard and Jack, looking at the brighter side of things. Rizwan says, funny reading these fickle fans' comments. There is, of course, room to be critical whilst also not being fickle, mate. you can be critical of the team, but still be confident in the side. Because today, we didn't crumble, we didn't lose. We did get a draw in what was a scrappy game at Stoke. Look at the title. It was a scrap at Stoke today. And that's exactly what it was for Manchester United. But there are positives to take as well. And also looking forward, we've still got Basel to come on Tuesday. We've got Everton to come the following weekend. So we've got games where we can bounce back quickly. And that's what Manchester United need to do. Bounce back quickly. We're still unbeaten in this league campaign. We've got the Champions League campaign to start. So it's still looking bright. But this is a hiccup for Manchester United. But it's something that we can bounce back from. And we have to prove we can bounce back from. Jose Mourinho once said he wants to see the side come back from 1-0 behind. And we did do that. But then a defensive error cost us. And we've dropped points. So now we need to come back from a poor performance and a poor result. We have to do that now. It's a test for the side, but hopefully one that we will overcome. So, guys, we've got 170 people in. We've got 76 likes. Get hitting that like button. I know some of you guys aren't subscribed to the channel, so get hitting that subscribe button too. Jose needs to bring on substitutes sooner than 72 minutes, says John. Leon says, with the Champions League games coming up, I suppose Jose hopes to rotate. We did make 3 changes to the side today from that game that we played against Leicester City. Was that the right thing to do? Of course, one of those players that come in was Marcus Rashford. So, you know, he scored, although it was a fortuitous goal for him with the deflection coming off him. But he did score and he did have a bright performance. So that wasn't that bad. Although Martial, who come off the bench, did look good too. Let me just take a drink. Anand says volley. Yes, guys. Volley. If you guys aren't on volley, then of course get involved in volley. I'm going to put the link for you in the description below. Just bear with me 1 second. Keep your comments coming in, by the way, guys. Keep your comments coming in. I want your player ratings. You can see mine on the screen. Have I been unfair with some players? Have I been fair with other players? What do you guys think? Get your comments in on that, of course. Keep your man of the matches coming in. Who was United's best player today? Were there any positives to take? Is this a negative? Was it points dropped? How do you feel about that whole situation? Keep that coming in too. I'm just going to put that into the comments for you. Sorry, into the description for you. So just have a look right there. So that is there for you now. So you can see that in the description below. Volley account. My account is AdamMcKola. Click on that link. Volley, if you don't know what it is, it's an app. It's a social media app, much like Instagram, much like Twitter, a little bit in terms of the use of hashtags and things like that, in terms of starting debate, in terms of polls, in terms of, it's a mixture of Twitter and Instagram, just for football, just for sport. So you can get involved on there. If you hit me up at AdamMcKola, I'll give you a follow back if you want that. If you leave me a comment, I'll give you a follow back. I've left a video up there with my immediate reaction to this game. Of course, keep it locked to this for now. But we are on volley. So get that link in the description below. Hit that and get involved with us on volley. Cheeky Sport and the rest are all on volley. Rashford was bad today, says Ben Ovenden. I don't agree with that, to be fair. Srinjoy says Mickey was his man of the match. JK48 says he wants Rojo to come back. Do you think Herrera should be taken out? Says Asil. Taken out like killed or something? No, I don't. I love Herrera. Why are you jumping? Well, I don't think anyone needs to overreact here. We've drawn away to Stoke. You know, teams will do that throughout the course of the season. Stoke on a shit side. So teams will draw to Stoke. It's not the end of the world. But we have to be able to analyse a game, be critical. The defence was poor today. That's fair to say, isn't it? We made 2 defensive errors, Bailly and Jones. They've been good throughout the season up until this point. Today they had a bad game. United conceded their first 2 goals of the season. We dropped our first 2 points of the season. It's not all bad today. There were positives to take. But overall, poor defensive performance as reflected in my defensive ratings. But also, my midfield ratings are poor because I felt like we got beaten in the midfield battle, and that wasn't good enough. So guys, keep your comments coming in. I'd love to keep them coming in, so keep your comments coming in. Sambav, how are you doing, you absolute wanker? Jones and Damian Costa says United boy. Sam Shearer needs to get a hold of block for the use of you shited. Whoever uses that gets a block because that's just stupid. Herrera needs game minutes. It's not fair to judge him with his first game. This is Akshay. He's only made a substitution appearance so far. Mark Harris says Bailly was very clumsy. Sambav is still talking shit. Martial, I'm not going to read that. Adam, give a shout out to my mate Leslie watching for the first time, says Tian. Thank you for watching, Leslie. Whether it's your first time watching youtube.com/AdamMcKola like Leslie, or whether it's your 100th time, 1,000th time, whatever it is, thank you for watching on AdamMcKola TV. This is the live reaction to Manchester United's 2-2 draw against Stoke City at the Bet365 Stadium. United haven't been beaten in the Premier League yet. We did hold on to our unbeaten run, but our winning streak is over. We did not make it 4 out of 4. It's 10 points out of 12. It's 12 goals scored, 2 conceded. And having gone 2-1 up through Romelu Lukaku, having not held on to it, it is very, very disappointing. In the manner we conceded the goals, it's very disappointing. Given the fact Romelu Lukaku missed that opportunity, it is very disappointing. So there are negatives, there are positives, mainly negative. But overall this season, United have done well. So we can't overreact too much. Nazi says our defence was so weak. Shout out to Ahmed Al-Rashid. Jack Q says no blin, no win. John McCloskey says we need a quality, experienced centre half beside Bailly. For example, PK. Unfortunately, PK is no longer at the club. Jones and Damian were very clumsy, cost us heavily, says Aditya S. Manraj says Martial should have started. Rashford played international as well. Rashford played well though, to be fair, mate. I think he was a bright spark in that first half, although I don't think United played great in the first half. I even thought Bailly was playing well, or Bailly, whatever you want to call him, up until the point when they scored and he made that mistake. I thought he was playing well. And then second half, United just weren't good enough defensively. What is Mourinho's rating? I'd give him a 6.5. I don't think you can complain with the lineup that we played. When you look at that lineup, everyone looked at it and thought that's strong enough. Rashford in for Martial, that's not, a shocking decision by any stretch of the imagination. Herrera in for Mata. Everyone thought we should go midfield 3. Everyone thought we should get more compact in there. Jose Mourinho couldn't have predicted that we would have lost that battle. And then you look at the defence, Damian in for Blin, that wasn't a bad decision. So when you look at the selection, it wasn't a problem. You look at the substitutes, some may ask, could they have come earlier with the international break having been taken place, with the team not in having that rhythm? Could we have freshened things up a little bit earlier? Because I felt Mickey did look like he was getting a bit leggy when he did come off just before then. My brother commented on the same thing as well. So I think, yes, there are questions to that. So I'd say probably a 6.5 for Mourinho. I don't think his selection was bad though at all. But United overall today, I think you give the team a 6.5, a 7 at most, because I don't think it was the best result. I think it was a decent result. It wasn't a bad result, but it wasn't the best result. And I think we have to obviously move on from this. We've got Basel up next. First group stage game in the Champions League. Hoping we can win this one. We have to win this one, really, right? So let's hope we do that. We are top again, says JK48. Coming in with a little bit of a positive. I Am King says, did I watch the 5-0? I did watch the 5-0. And when you look around at the team, our defensive worries could be a lot worse, trust me. We've made the 2 defensive errors this game. We cost us 2 points, yes. But overall, we haven't been too shoddy this season. We are top of the league on goal difference as United boy. Man City also on 10 points. Chelsea on 9 points. So already you're looking at Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea at the top end of the table. Even after 4 games, it's starting to take that shape that everyone kind of predicted it would. Anyone, what's your comments? We need Fellaini with his curry look canopy. His hair absorbs negativity and releases good luck for United, says Tuck Tuck. Dat Boy says Jones can never be clinical. McLaren Nimbus says Stoke away draw isn't bad. Howard and Jack says he's not. Say what? Damian sucks. Oh, come on, Andrew. A little bit harsh, isn't it? He did have a big part to play in our second goal. Tired from international duty, says Shaw Howard. A lot of the players would have got back Wednesday, Thursday. So you could, of course, use that as well. Bayi Knox brought the morale of the defence down to Anand. Fancam says, I am king. Yes, Radio Gaz is at Bet365 with full-time Devils. So, of course, the Fancams will be up very, very soon for you. Check the Valet comments. Bro says, Will. I will check the Valet comments. If you don't know what Valet is, the link is in the description below. Click that link. Click that link in the description on your phone, Android, Apple, whatever it is. Click the link in the description below. Download Volley. Add me up at AdamMcKola. Leave a comment. If you want me to follow you back, I will do just that. Kane says, do I ever go to away games? Strange question. Of course, if it's your first time you've watched this, you feel free to ask that. But of course I do. The reason I didn't go to Stoke today was because of the fact that I'd come back late last night, and I would have been an absolute wreck if I did make that trip in the morning. So I did not go to the game. No, Brett. I will be back at the game on Tuesday. Dat Boy says, AdamMcKola. Thanks, mate. Clinton Diaz says, full-time Devils. Where were you? Full-time Devils is at the game. Don't worry about that. We will bounce back, says Manraj, feeling confident. Close to 200 people in the house at the moment. Thank you very much for watching. No need to rant. We're still top of the league, says Michael Skirrit. Totally agree, mate. No reason to get overly concerned. There are things we can improve on, of course, but no need to get overly concerned. And answers, Gaz started all the negativity. You can't blame Gaz, really, can you? Even if he was positive, it still would have been 2-2 today. And I haven't seen what he said, so I don't know whether he was positive or negative. I'm only taking your word for that. Very less chances created, says Ambrut. I do agree with you there today. I feel like the midfield lost the battle there. Mickey, Rashford didn't get much chance to supply Lukaku. Lukaku didn't get a great amount of opportunities. The one he did have in the second half he took, and then the one after that he didn't take. He should have took. It would have been 3-2. Daniel wants AdamMcKola for left back. Come on. I'll have to slide tackle some motherfuckers. 200 people watching, says David Lay. Mandeep Ranu says, bring Luke Shaw back. Hopefully he'll be back very, very soon. Bailey and Jones do not deserve a 7 and a 6.5 respectively. Shocking. I thought Bailey was good before his defensive error. Herrera was poor, says DJ Walker. Akeem Campbell says, share, sub, and like. Yes, of course, guys. Share, sub, and like. Tell your friends to subscribe to youtube.com/AdamMcKola. I will have a vlog of the game on Tuesday, so make sure you check that out. I will have a live preview on Monday of that game, so make sure you check that out. I have live reaction from outside Old Trafford, so make sure you check that out. I have loads of stuff coming up for you. I've also got the Premier League review coming up for you. I've also got the cheeky chat with Dave coming up for you as well, and I've got plenty more. I'm at Upload event tomorrow with my new channel, Love This Game. It's a new venture with me and the Cheeky Sport Boys. We've started a gaming channel, so we're going to be making gaming content too as well as all of this good football content. So Cheeky Sport, AdamMcKola, Love This Game, Full-Time Devil, that's where it is at. So make sure you keep it locked and keep subscribing. To over 200 people in, keep hitting that like button. If you're new to the channel, thank you. If you're old, welcome back. Aaron Solhouse is disappointed with Lukaku's miss, but he'll get better. And he did register another goal to his name as well. The team wasn't nasty enough today. Aaron, I've read that comment. Much tan, says Srinjoy. Yes, I have picked up quite the tan whilst I was in Portugal. And I was only there for a week. Imagine if I went for 10 days or 2 weeks. Bloody hell. I mean, in the preview, he said we should not be very confident. Okay, can we stop? All right, we don't have to keep talking about Gaz. That's his opinion. He's entitled to his opinion. And maybe he was right to be negative. We drew 2-2 today. So how about that one? How many Mississippis did you count to get that tan out of there? How well did Luke Shaw play yesterday? Is he ready? I didn't see the game yesterday. Nice one. J.O. FPL status, says Hirschi. We'll cover that in, of course, the Premier League review. We lost the battle, but we will win the war with a trophy, says Thomas. Kane says, okay, thanks for asking. I've just subscribed, so it's first time I've watched. Thank you, Kane. McLaren says, can't wait for the Champions League now. Maybe we needed Fellaini, says Charlie. Maybe he will start against Basel at the midweek. I was going to say weekend. At the weekend, we've got Everton, and it's Wayne Rooney's return to Old Trafford, which is going to be very, very interesting as well. Total defending errors today, says Big Ash. Come on, Rashford needs to up his game, says Clinton. I felt he wasn't at his greatest today. He did take a goal, and strikers would say you take a goal any which way they'll come. He did have some bright moments as well. I don't think it was totally bad. I don't think you can be overly critical of Marcus Rashford. Is short in the Champions League squad, says Andrew Dean. I think he is, yeah. Guys, by the way, the new target is 50k by the end of the year. So by December the 31st, 2017, can we hit 50,000 subscribers? That is the aim. We've got 9,700 subscribers to go. Help me get there if you're not subscribed to AdamMcKola TV. That's the target. Right, is Basel home or away? It's at home. It's at Old Trafford, and I will be there. There'll be a match day vlog up on AdamMcKola TV. Was it a risk starting not match fit Herrera and Darmian, says Utkarsh? Could say that, but then others would say we need to change it up. If we drew or lost the game, having not played them, some would have said, oh, we needed to change up the midfield. Why didn't we change things up? Why didn't we go with a tighter midfield? I think a lot of people was asking for a tighter midfield before the game. I am going on Tuesday. Ben, Zlatan's surprise appearance on Tuesday night, says Flinder. Can't see Zlatan returning anytime soon, but it'll be great to get him back very soon. Did you see his video? Someone tell Jose I'm coming. Nice one, Zlatan. I've been reading his autobiography while I was away on holiday as well. I know it's old, it's not new, so don't kill me. I haven't read it before, and I was reading it, so it was a good read. Definitely doesn't look like Pep Guardiola, does he? What did I think of the game, says Liam? We have been discussing that. It was a frustrating, scrappy game at Stoke. Defensive errors have ultimately cost Manchester United another 3 points in the league. There are positives to take, although not many. And those defensive errors and that Lukaku miss will come back to haunt us tonight when we're trying to go to sleep. But United did get a point. We did return to the top of the league. We are level though on points with Manchester City, with Chelsea right behind us on 9 points. So things have closed up even now after 4 games. And I know you don't really look at the table after 4 games. You look after the table after 10, 15 games. And it matters after 38 games the most. But at the moment, United are top of the league. So it's not all bad. We can't get overly critical, but there were things to complain about today in terms of defensive errors and sloppiness. So there was frustrating things there, but we got a big chance to bounce back. We got the first Champions League game back at Old Trafford in a while, and I cannot wait to be back at Old Trafford. Champions League football back under the floodlights, the Champions League music. It's going to be feeling so good. And guys, I will have loads of content for you ahead of that. The Premier League review is going to be coming on the channel. We'll have the cheeky chat with Dave. Then we'll have the preview ahead of that game against Basel. Then we'll have the live review from Old Trafford, as well as much more content surrounding the game and the match day vlog from the game. So keep it locked here on AdamMcKola TV. Keep your comments coming in. Stoke fans annoy me, says United boy. Bailly got a bit rattled today, says Calagio. Red card rage, says Jones needs to go. He's about as you... Come on, that's a little bit overreactive. I think he's played well this season so far. It was his first poor game. Is it a little bit unfair, maybe? Lukaku denied Mickey an assist by not finishing the chance the first time. Hi, Ronan. FIFA Adam. I'll be making FIFA and Pro Evo content this year, to keep it locked for all of that. Thomas says Mickey forever in Central. Difficult task against Sparky. United and Mourinho, haven't had the greatest records against Stoke and Mark Hughes respectively over the last couple of years, and that has continued today. But United kept their unbeaten streak going in the Premier League, and it was another 2 points dropped. It was 2 points dropped. It was the first 2 points dropped, and that is disappointing, but we keep it stepping. Big chance to bounce back on Tuesday, and I look forward to that massively now. Guys, thank you for joining us here on AdamMcKola TV. You guys have been absolute legends. I have been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.